NuBank is a disruptive digital-only bank with focus on the Latin American market. And like with all my videos, when I'm studying or analyzing a business, I'm always looking at the value it brings to the world. I'm always looking at the problem. I'm always looking at what solution it brings to the table. So here's the owner and founder of NuBank explaining what the problem is and why they're the solution.
I'm originally from Colombia, moved to Brazil in 2013. I always tell the story when I had to go to a banking branch and open a bank account, and it was one of the most painful experiences I ever went through. I had to go to one of these bulletproof branches, a lot of security arms. It took me about an hour to get a simple bank account, get a credit card.
And so their competitive advantage is that they're a digital-only business, where most, or if not all, banks across Latin America are bricks and mortar businesses first. So what this means, a bricks and mortar business is a business that has lots of buildings, and with that comes additional cost. There's additional cost to maintain those buildings. There are additional costs with renting or buying. There are additional costs with bills, electricity bills, to run those buildings. And so with NuBank, because they're digital first, they don't have these costs. And what they actually do is, because they don't have these costs, they pass over those savings to customers with the different products and services that they offer. So if you take a look at their website, you can see the different services or products that they offer their customers. You can get a NuBank digital account, a credit card. You can also get insurance, life insurance, mobile insurance, and personal loans and investments as well. And so with the credit card, for example, their credit card fees, they do not have any fees. So this is what I mean about passing over the cost savings to their customers. Much the same with their life insurance as well. They're going to offer incredibly competitive prices simply because they don't have these costs of having to maintain these buildings because they don't have any.
Where there was a significant lack of access, about 250 million people in Latin America did not have any access to banking services. And the banked population was paying some of the highest interest rates and fees in the world. And so we launched about 10 years ago with obsession on the consumer, being fully digitally native, using the advantage of the business model on behalf of the consumer by offering products that had less fees and better consumer experience.
And in terms of products as well, this is just the beginning. They offer business products as well, which you can kind of see up on the screen now. But I am aware that they are looking to expand their product line in due course as well.
The fact that you are doing this credit product expansion, and you're in credit cards and payment accounts and personal loans, insurance policies, you've got trading customers as well, but the fact that you're expanding your products.
And with their competitive pricing, they've experienced mass adoption and huge growth. So, for example, in Brazil, 45 to 50% of Brazilians actually have some kind of account with NuBank.
So even today, where we have 80 million customers in Latin America, almost 50% of the Brazilian adult population is now a customer of NuBank. And with that growth is coming significant profitability over the past 12 months as we've been able to gain significant operating leverage. We're able to serve those 80 million customers with about 8,000 people, centralized. We don't need any banking branches. We don't need a lot of expensive infrastructure. So we're starting to really see the benefits and the power of full digital banking.
And so if you look on the screen now, I've put together this map just to kind of help illustrate a lot of the points that I'm going to make. And so currently the vast majority of their customer base is in Brazil with over 80 million. But they also have 1.5 million customers in Mexico and Colombia as well. Now, it's really important to note that in Mexico, the population is over 126 million. In Colombia, the population is over 51 million. And so they haven't really even tapped into this market fully. They haven't fully penetrated this market. They only have 1.5 million customers in Mexico and Colombia. And Mexico and Colombia are going to be affected by the same kind of problems with safety and security as in Brazil. And there is going to be a transition. There's a new generation of the population, the younger population, who are far more digitally literate, right?
Countries like Brazil and Colombia have a young, mobile native population with some of the highest internet engagement rates in the world.
And so, to just put it into context, 1.5 million customers, they still have potentially another 170 odd million customers that they can tap into in these two countries. So like I say, this is one of the big things that I always look for in companies that I'm evaluating. I'm looking at the problem or the solution, but I'm also looking at, where is there space or room to grow? And, they haven't penetrated Mexico or Colombia at all. There's still such a huge runway here. And on top of that, there are still tons of opportunities for them across Latin America as well. And so as a business strategist in my, outside of these videos, one of the things I always look for with clients is room to grow, expansion, opportunities to penetrate new markets or to develop new products to drive new revenue. And one of the projections that I have for this company, if I'm thinking strategically, the next logical markets for them to go into, this might not be for some time, but they would be Argentina and Peru. Now, I don't expect this to be for some time simply because they've yet to penetrate fully, Colombia and Mexico. And again, one of the things is simplicity in business. Business 101 is simplicity and focus. So the way I'm looking at this with them, with NuBank, the strategy is to concentrate all of their energy and resources in penetrating these two markets. When I say these two markets, I mean Mexico and I mean Colombia. Once they feel that they've caught or captivated a large market share there, they're then going to move into one, maybe two more countries. My projection would be that these two countries would be Peru and Argentina. Reason being that these two countries are in Latin America, and they also have the largest populations in Latin America as well. And so thinking strategically, thinking logically from a business standpoint, where can you get the maximum output with less energy? It seems logical to me, and this is just my projection, that they would go into these two markets next. And so with so much room to move into across a number of different countries in Latin America, with that comes a huge business opportunity, more generation of income, which means greater growth and which will increase the price of the share. And obviously one of the benefits with this company is that they're focused across Latin America only, from the context of having kind of quite a well-diversified portfolio, not having all of your money invested in the US or Europe, this presents a really good opportunity. It's why I also do some videos on some of the opportunities in emerging markets like China. And one of the things to really kind of take note with this company is that they have had backing from a number of reputable investors, including Warren Buffett. I think they have in and around 10% stake in NuBank. And so NuBank's been trading at its all-time high, I think was $11. But more recently, over the last 6 months, they've been trading at between $6 to $9. And so with that in mind, if you're looking to place your money somewhere for the long term in a company that has backing and has huge scope for growth, so many more countries and markets to penetrate, this could be a really, really good opportunity to put some money in. Again, I'm a long-term investor. I'm looking for quality businesses that provide solutions to real-world problems. That's how I analyze a business's value to the world. And this seems to me like a really good opportunity for that. The company is still in its infancy, and it could be a really good opportunity. So I hope this video has been of use. Thanks for watching, and catch you soon. All the best.